Okay, so being a beginner in Monster Hunter and also only having been introduced through Monster Hunter World, when I first saw this trailer, I was like, they're really going through with this? And the hardcore fans and the veteran players know that this one was likely going to be subpar, below average, or just average in general. But one thing I understood pretty well, they were gonna be pissed off. Like, beyond pissed off. Like, you know, really annoyed Elder Dragon, or in this case, Nergigante levels is how I'm trying to put it. Nergigante levels of pissed off. And I apologize for my language, but really, this movie, I had very little expectations on this one, considering this was done by, Mila Jovovich and done by her former husband, Paul W.S. Anderson. Now, Tony Jaa, he did an okay job, despite the fact that these two characters have their language barriers. But oh my goodness, the plot armor on this movie! Ridiculous. They thought that by sprinkling little elements of Monster Hunter here and there, that fans would actually go for it. And overall, I would say this is more of a hit and miss. There was lacking in terms of, you know, the weapons themselves. And the way how they tried doing the setting for this movie is subpar, to be brutally honest. They tried to get this movie right, and again, in my personal opinion, it's a hit and miss. Definitely leaning more towards a miss. Now, monster designs, not much of an issue. Sounds, they tried to get it as close as they can. But the plot, oh my golly, the plot. As a regular gamer, I don't think they actually hit it. I mean, dimension traveling, how many times have we done this? How many times? And then you have these MacGuffins like the Sky Tower and all of this. Monster Hunter fans who know their lore would know that they're just trying to grab whatever elements they can, because this is going back a decade in terms of how they did this movie. Well, not the movie, but the story behind Monster Hunter. How they tried to incorporate that, pretty shoddy, in my opinion. And I'm just a beginner in terms of Monster Hunter. And fans and gamers alike know that this wasn't going to hit the mark. And yet, for the price that I got it, like lower 20s, okay, buy. But overall, this movie was in the middle to bad. Now, considering the way how they tried to market this, and because of this fake, pandemic bullshit, Hollywood has really scraped to the bottom of the barrel here. I don't think there's going to be much of a sequel, but even if they try again, it's going to be another miss. This is more of like my general non spoiler review, but then again, there are others that have done their own reviews, and I'm willing to bet it is almost mirroring mine, or it's really bad. And I can tell you this much, there are those that will say that this movie is bad. And I agree with them. I agree that they should have really thought this through, but with the vain virtue signaling that Hollywood does and the media does every now and then, I'm like, what else is stood there like really be, looking forward to these days? Not much. Overall, I would say, to be really brutally honest, I would give this a 6 out of 10. Visuals, not much of an issue, but the manner and how they treated this movie, 6 or 7 out of 10. I'm not even going the highers. It's leaning more towards the lower end. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this quick, non-spoiler, general review of a movie that technically not many people would have asked for. Peace.